Hello everybody, and welcome to my Sims 4 Disney Legacy. Yes, this is my third video in a row about The Sims, and also my third video about a different version of The Sims, because for some reason I play The Sims 2, 3, and 4 at the same time. Before I start, I want to say that this is earlier on in the challenge than I am currently. But if I've learned anything from my video that I made, which I recorded 2 weeks ago, which has just gone up like 3 days ago, I've learned that I'm not going to make a video about an entire Legacy challenge in one go, because editing a 2 hours worth of footage into a 50-minute YouTube video and then uploading that is painful, and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. So instead, with this Legacy, I'm going to make each generation its own video, so I can really focus more on each generation's storyline. So yeah, that's what's happening. So the Disney Legacy Challenge is obviously a Legacy challenge that's inspired by Disney. Each generation is meant to represent a different Disney princess or Disney heroine in general, because not all of them are technically princesses. So you start off with Snow White. Okay, I've got some explaining to do. So there's a general set of rules for the Disney Legacy Challenge, which has all the princesses in, but they're in a sort of random order. Whereas I found another set of rules which are a lot more like in-depth and harder, quote, which put the princesses in chronological order of when the film was released. Either way, both of them start with Snow White. So this is where my Snow White generation lives. It is meant to be Snow White's cottage with the 7 dwarves. We've got this little extension bit because it's difficult fitting 8 people into a 1-bedroom house, so it looks a bit different. But this is what it looks like at the moment. Ignore the snow. I don't like winter in this game, but this is what's happening. Also, ignore the massive mailbox here. I think I accidentally set it as someone's head at one point, and I don't know how to delete it. So that's there. Okay, so this is Snow White. She is obviously Snow White. She looks vaguely like the cartoon version. I'm not trying to make all of them look like the way they do in the Disney movies, but I do want them to have the essence of them, and especially because Snow White was the first one, I have complete control over her genetics and everything, so I'm gonna make her look like the original Snow White. Whereas the next generation is Cinderella, and I'm not going to change her genetics to look more like the cartoon Cinderella. I'm just going to have her look like however she turns out. So this is Snow White. I made her, I want to say like 3 years ago. I did try this challenge a while ago. I think I was inspired by Little Simsy's Twitch streams where she had a Disney Legacy going on. I don't think she does it anymore, but she used to have one. And I got to generation 3, which in the old set of rules I was following was Tiana's generation, Princess and the Frog. And then I just kind of lost interest. I don't remember why. And then since then I've got a new computer, so those save files are gone. But apparently at some point I did upload my Snow White to the gallery. So this is her. I managed to bring her back. She's the same one. She's in slightly different clothes because the original Snow White I made had more like modern vibes, whereas this one I've tried to go for a bit more traditional, similar to what she actually wears vibes, if that makes any sense. Do I go for her traits? The Sims traits don't mean anything in The Sims 4, let's be honest. So Snow White, her traits are childish because in the movie she's like 14, so obviously she's going to be childish. Loves the outdoors because she's friends with all the animals. And cheerful because I don't know, she's just generally a happy person. The rules say that she has to have the soulmate lifetime wish, but she doesn't have to complete it, so I don't think I'm going to have her complete it. I'm not going to go out of my way to complete it. If she does complete it, then that's good for her. That's not my goal. This video is already a mess. And it's... oh god, okay. Let me explain the rules, because I feel like I should have done that earlier. The rules for the Snow White generation are that Snow White must have the soulmate aspiration, which she has, must have 7 children. She has 6, we'll get to that. Each child must have 1 negative trait. Each child must have the same genetic parent. Here's Florian, we'll get to him. Each child must achieve something before their teenage years. Each child must age up with at least 1 positive character trait. Snow White may never allow strangers into the house or talk to elderly women. She must work at home as a freelancer, which I haven't done, because I didn't realise that was a rule. I think I forgot that was a rule. I don't remember what her job is. She's a conservationist. Okay. I don't remember this. Okay. She may only marry once the last dwarf is born. Once again, didn't do that. I got them married at like 18. and that the last female dwarf born is Cinderella. Said dwarf has not been born yet. Like I said, I am further along in the game than this clip is, so spoilers, kind of. Cinderella is born at some point after this video. Okay, so in the rules that I'm using, it also gives you like extra, like, not rules, but like scenarios to give you like more backstory into the family. What I decided to do was have Snow White have parents, because obviously, you know, she had parents, that's how humans work. Their names were Tobias and Kaylee. I've never seen Kaylee spelt this way before, but okay. This is gonna sound ridiculous. What happened was that Snow White's mother, Kaylee, died in a suspicious sauna accident. The sauna got too hot. She died by the heat or something. I don't know how that works. She died in the sauna. And then her father remarried a woman called Stephanie, who we'll get to. Then her Snow White's father, Tobias, then also died in another unrelated sauna accident. And then Snow White was left to live with her stepmother, Stephanie. So when Snow White was a teenager, she met Florian, who, to be honest, I had to Google her prince's name, because I don't think his name is ever said in any of the movies. So apparently his name is Florian. But they met when they were teenagers, and he was kind of like an escape from her life, because, you know, she was busy being like the servant to her stepmother. He was like the one person who cared about her. So they got together pretty quickly. And then... Okay. I forgot that this was a thing. Oh, good lord. Okay. So they were on their first date. They had kissed, done all like the first date sort of things. And then Snow White got hysterical, I think. She was so hysterical that she ended up dying at the Oasis Springs Park without me trying to kill her. She just did it. I have no reason, no idea. I have no idea how this happened, but she died as a teenager from hysteria. So that was fun. You know, the founder of my legacy dying before they even had any children. So I decided to make this part of the story. Okay. I'm gonna have to... I should have made notes should have made notes about what I'm going to talk about before I started recording, because now this video is going to be all over the place at the other ones. Oh no. Okay. Do I just abandon this and start again? I think we might abandon this and start again. I'll give you sort of like a house tour, if anyone cares. There's not much to it, really. This is the main massive shared bedroom that they all have, because I'm not going to make 7 individual bedrooms for these kids. And then the parents sleep in the double bed, and then this is the room for the toddlers, or baby room, toddler room. Okay, no one cares. No one cares about the layout of the house, okay? He's a businessman, or he's a politician, sorry. Because he's okay. In my mind, like, a prince in the Sims universe would be a politician, because that's kind of like the closest thing you have to being a prince. Through the power of magic, Snow came back to life and has now had 6 children who are obviously named after the dwarves. So we have Doc, Happy, Sleazy, Sleepy, Bashful, and Grumpy. Obviously there will be a Dopey as well. The issue is because you can only have 8 Sims in a household. In order to have the 7th dwarf, I would have to have Florian move out. So I'm basically waiting. I'm not going to go into each of the dwarfs individually. I'm just going to like zoom around quickly and so you can see them all. I tried to make them look like, in terms of color scheme, to have them look like the dwarfs that they represent, but not really. They're not really that much like them. All the boys and all the girls have the same hair. I don't know, I felt like it would make sense for them all to be like uniform in a way. Yeah, that's really all I need to say about the kids. They're not that important. That's all I have to talk about with this household. I think the rest of it I need to explain whilst I'm at Stephanie's house. So let's do that. Okay, so here we are at Stephanie's house. This is Stephanie being Snow White's stepmother. This is where Snow White spent her teenage years. Once again, I got this house off the gallery. It's not... I'm not that talented of a builder. Obviously, I didn't make this. But yeah, so here's Stephanie. Okay, so she's a spellcaster. Because she's based on the evil queen from Snow White, obviously, and then the evil queen becomes like a witch, so I thought it would make sense for her to be a witch in Sims terms. So here she is. She's sort of an evil witch. I think she's been working on her untamed magic, which is what I assume is like the evil allegory, or like the evil type of magic without being explicitly evil in this game. So yeah, Stephanie was married to Snow White's father, Tobias, after his first wife died, and then they weren't together very long before he died. So Stephanie never really got time to bond with Snow, and so basically forced Snow to be like her cleaner while she was out busy being like a witch, doing witchy things. She had Snow to come in and clean the house for her, which is nice. Like, if for her, not for Snow. Yeah. Then, okay, we have... This is where things get a bit crazy. So this bit is all from my brain, not from the actual story of Snow White. So, I remember I said earlier, Snow White died at the Park of Laughter when she was a teenager. It was very unexpected, but she died. What I had in terms of like my storyline of how I was going to bring her back was that I had Florian come over to Stephanie and like beg her to use her magic to bring Snow White back. But Stephanie isn't powerful enough to do that on her own because she's not that good at magic, to be honest. So she had to enlist the help of Clement Frost, aka Father Winter, aka Santa. Because her evil magic and his good magic, because I'm assuming Santa's a good person, I don't know, but the combination of their two different types of magic are powerful enough to bring back someone from the dead. In my mind. Obviously, this is not how the game works. This is not how the story of Snow White usually goes, but this is what happened. This is what came into my head of how I was going to bring her back. So, they managed to bring her back somehow. I used mods, but within the universe, they use magic to bring her back. And I don't remember how this happened, because they are two very different people, but somehow they had a kid together. So this is Jillian. She's an elf. I don't really remember why I had Jillian exist. I think I wanted a kid, someone in this family, to have the Father Winter's baby trait. And she also has the weak bloodline trait, so she's a spellcaster, I think, maybe. She has a spellcaster parent, plus she's also the child of Father Winter, so, you know, she's got that going for her. She's an elf, because she's a child. I think later on she'll just grow up to be a normal human. Oh, is she a spellcaster, though? I don't remember. How can I find out? Anyway, so this is their child. She just... I haven't played with her, this household, since she was born. Basically, since once Snow White was resurrected and she and Florian moved out, I haven't really touched this household beyond, like, dressing Jillian up as an elf. So, I'm just letting story progression take control over her life and Steffi's life. Who knows what's going to happen to them. I'm kind of done with them. Not done. No, I'm done that they're no longer part of the story anymore, because I don't think Snow really wants to have anything to do with her. However, there was a condition to the magic, so they could only bring Snow White back if she agreed to only have 6 children, which sounds like a very arbitrary, like, rule, like having 6 children. Like, who's gonna have 6 children realistically? But then I thought, because the rules of the legacy, she has to have 7 children for the 7 dwarfs. So we don't know what would happen if she had a 7th child. That's why she only has 6 at the moment. She has a perfect family of 6 children, her husband and her living in the nice little cottage. They're all fine. But who knows what would happen if she had another baby. So yeah, that's what's happened in this legacy so far, or at least what's happened in the first generation. Currently, in my personal gameplay, I am at the point where the Cinderella generation are currently children. So I'll probably make an update video for the Cinderella generation around when they're adults. God knows when that will be, because I haven't played this family since Christmas, and it's now March. So who knows when the next video will be, if there ever is another video. So yeah, bye, I guess.